Welcome to this 15-minute game against wrong rook. Okay, so maybe I need to give him some choices to pick up the wrong rook. Always a good idea. So he went for d5 against my knight f3. Okay, I'm playing the original Reti opening. This is an interesting move order, especially after Black has played c6, as now I have a wide range of setups. I can play d4 for the Slav, I can play g3, which is interesting, or I can play e3. I play g3 here, white choice. The issue with this move order is actually the move d5, d4, which is sort of a Benoni reversed and a bit of a matter of taste if you want this as white. Okay, he has responded knight f6 already. Yeah, well here I can go bishop g2, which would actually allow him to take the pawn, and this is a real gambit. It's not so easy to get it back. I can play b3 to cover it, but this has one drawback, and this is dc4, bc4, e5. Tricky move, as knight e5, queen d4 loses a piece. However, this isn't so often played, and there's another idea. This is queen c2. This I saw recently, that you can also just cover the pawn. Of course, the queen is committed very early to c2. Yeah, okay. I normally allow the capture and play this gambit. Why not here? Black very often tends to not take it. It's probably the most critical move to take the pawn. But there are, of course, solid alternatives, like bishop g4, which is a bit tricky after knight e5. Bishop f5, which is also a bit tricky, because you know what happens after the capture, and queen b3 attacking b7. And yeah, well, taking, as mentioned, is the most critical. If you have this as black and want a rock solid way to play, I can actually recommend the move g6. Very solid to play. Just bishop g7, castles, bishop g4. It's a very harmonious way to develop. It's nothing that will disturb white greatly, but it's, as mentioned, a very sound approach. You can also play, I was just about to mention that, you can also play e6 and let's just ignore all of that and continue to develop the king side, which very likely leads to Catalan. Okay, I guess, I mean, he can still take, but he didn't take the move before, so probably he won't do that now. And it's not the end of the world. I'm going to play a4 against that. Okay. So just a normal development. Yeah, I mean, here I should probably play d4. It's just very normal looking move. Yeah, that's a very solid setup that he chose here, and a very playable one. I only know of one really good setup, and this is what I'm going to play now, and this is with knight d2, knight fd2, that is. a bit of a weird move, but it's good. I'm just trying to figure out, can I play knight c3 first? Maybe I might take on c4. It's unlikely, but maybe he can do that. Yeah, okay, so I'll start with this move. I know that it looks fairly unnatural to put this on d2, but of course the point is that white wants to play e4, and here we go. I'm intending to play e4 after de, knight e4, knight e4, knight e4. I have an excellent knight on e4 with very comfortable space advantage. Note that the knight on d2 also frees the bishop, putting pressure on d5. So black cannot so easily play e5 here, which could be an idea, e6, e5. At the moment I just have enough pressure on d5 so that I can take it. And if he takes c4, this would be a substantial mistake, as knight c4 gets the knight into the game again with the tempo, and it has an excellent post on c4. So black normally plays a little strengthening move like rook e8 here, I think. Maybe now that he's going for that. So e4 now is very logical. Okay, let's not use time on that. Yeah, he must take e4 now. There's simply no other move, I guess. Okay, and of course I'm going to take with the knight. And this is also very very logical. And here, here the problem is where to go with the bishop, of course. c7 or e7 or f8. Yeah, I guess, well, c7 looks very natural because it keeps an eye on the e5 square. Okay. Yeah, interesting. What is his idea? Maybe it is c5. Maybe it's e5. Yeah, I really don't know. The next step is what to do with my bishop. e3, f4, those are good squares. He also might play knight f6 the next move. This is in fact rather likely that he wants to try to exchange my knight on e4. I wonder if I play a move like bishop e3. Can he play e5? Is this a good move? Or am I just better after d4, d5? Yeah. e5, d5, he takes on d5. cd5, knight f6. Yeah, it's certainly not bad for white, that's clear. What I'm wondering is if I should maybe play knight c3, just prophylactically move it away, so that after e5, d5, he's almost forced to capture, and then I have knight d5, which would be very nice, establishing a piece on d5. On c5 I also have d5. Yeah, I like that idea, really. Okay, come on, let's do that. It keeps my options open in regards to the c1 bishop. It's not really that clear if it is better placed on e3 or on f4. On e3 it might be helpful because it lends extra protection to the d-pawn and might pressurize the queen side. On f4 it is of course giving more influence on the center. Yeah, here, what do I do now? Bishop f4, he might play bishop d6, which is not a fantastic move, but I don't want to exchange, really. Bishop e3 looks very normal, increasing the control over c5, so that c5 is hard to play. Yeah, of course, it's all about the c8 bishop, as usual in Queen's Gambit structures with e6. The bishop on c8 is just not a great piece if you compare it especially to the g2 bishop. That's the story of the Catalan opening. That white is just basing his play on this excellent bishop. Yeah, it's not so easy for black to play. I mean, what exactly? Yes, yeah, you end with this kind of semi-useful moves. Okay, what is my idea? I have a very technical idea, d5, which is probably good for a small advantage. But it's not so logical to open up the bishop, really. I mean, I can do that, but I need better... I probably can do it under better circumstances, let's say. Let's put it this way. Yeah, what I'm not so sure about, where my queen should go. But what I know is, if I move the queen to c2 and b3, he might play knight g4, so I'll just put an end to that. It makes my queen more flexible. Knight g4 would be annoying, because I don't want to move the bishop, because d4 is dropping. Let's say queen b3 I would have played, and knight g4 was really really a bit annoying. Okay, and where to go now? I'm thinking about queen b3. This is very logical square. It gets some pressure on the queen side and allows the rooks to be connected. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering about b6 now. Maybe then d5. Oh, it's not doing that. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I guess I put the rooks in the center now, but where exactly? I guess d1 and c1. Not sure about the order of it. Yeah, already down by 2 minutes, so I'll play a normal looking move and see what he's doing. I'm not sure if this is the best setup, but it's certainly an okay setup. And now that I think of it, I could have thought about bishop f4 for a moment, as bishop d6 is dropping the b7 pawn. Yeah, it's not entirely clear. Okay, but this is maybe an additional idea, like bishop f4. If he moves the queen voluntarily, that's an interesting move. Yeah, yeah. It is interesting, especially because I have d5 now. The kind of opening move that I thought about before, but now it actually comes with a tempo on the queen, and we would get an exchange. We would get an exchange on b3. I wonder, maybe just knight a4. This is also an idea, really. I have knight c5 available. Yeah, I like that more even. Come on, let's do that. He will probably take it. If it does not, I had knight c5 anyway. So here it's useful to always check the pawn breaks. He cannot play c5, I'll just take it, and well, b7 and so on. Impossible to play. And e5 he also cannot play. So this looks like quite a comfortable position. He might try b6, yeah, to prepare c5, but that's not without its problems as well. Yeah, I wonder if I don't know really if I should play f4 to once and for all shut down the e5 idea. I mean, he cannot play it at the moment. Yeah, it does not make much sense really at the moment to play f4. is far away from playing that move. Okay, so what about the knight here? Is this really a well placed piece? It does not really fulfill a useful role. What it might do is it might be a from a tactical point of view, it might be interesting. Let's say rook a2, rook da1, knight takes b6. Yeah, I make 3 moves in a row and win the game. Yeah, that's not not entirely pointless. It's not easy to prevent actually. He must do must play some weird looking moves to prevent it. Yeah. Is this really good? It looks a bit artificial. I'm always suspicious if moves don't look natural. I mean, a natural looking move would be something like knight c3, maybe get it back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But I still think it's dangerous. I'm not quite sure what black is going to do against it without weakening himself. I mean, or doing things that he probably does not want to do. Yeah, it's probably not bad. I mean, he has absolutely no counterplay here. Really not sure what he should do now. It's not so apparent. Yeah, that's one idea, but still rook to a1. Or should I drop back now to c3? Okay, let's do this first. Let's do this first. And see if he really wants to play a5. Yeah, maybe that's not such a big deal actually. But okay, wait. On a5 I probably have d5. And this would open up the position really to my advantage. Yeah. Really? I'm not sure. It takes... Yeah, probably it will open up to my benefit with d5. He does not need to play a5 now. He can, of course, play a sensible waiting move, like let's say rook to c8 here, rook ec8. If I drop back, oh, he's playing really a committal move. Wow. So if I just take it, what exactly is he doing? I'm taking a7 at the end. Am I not? It takes, pawn takes, knight c5, bishop c5, rook b3. Yeah, okay, come on. This is good for white. I don't believe it. Okay, so just rook takes, or yeah, I guess so. If he takes now with the bishop, I just take a7. I mean, it's simply a pawn. It's a double pawn, okay, but still, I also have entered on the 7th rank, so if he takes with the pawn, I think I'll just play rook 1 a3 and then take it on the next move on a7. There's no way to protect the pawn. And once I'm on a7, I mean, this is an excellent piece on the 7th rank, the rook. Maybe I even had bishop c6 the previous move. Like bishop c6 to b5, maybe. I actually even had a better move than rook a3. I could have played b4. This would have been even stronger. Okay, but okay, let's just grab here. That's perfectly fine. And now I have rook e7 maybe. Rook e7, king takes, bishop c5 check. Wow. Yeah, that's not bad, really. Okay, what is his counterplay? I mean, it's not a straightforward win, I believe. Also because he has the intermediate check on d1. Yeah, it's got rook d3 maybe. Okay. Yeah, rook d3. But I have rook a8, yeah. Here, even here I have rook a8. Just exchanging the rooks. Ah, come on. It's probably the simplest way to play. Considering that I'm a bit down on time. It's probably not the best move, but it keeps things simple. The end game with rooks off should be excellent. Okay, and here, well, I can play rook a5 still, or rook a8. Come on, let's do that. Get this off. Okay, so he wants to, I understand, he wants to put a blockade on b4. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, it's still it's still very good. Knight takes, I play bishop b7, controlling the a6 square, so that knight a6 or knight c6 is not possible. And I intend to play b4, giving a pawn back to free the c pawn. Let me check this. I mean, the problem is that he pretty quickly approaches with the king. Yeah, my king is not playing at the moment. That's really an issue. Yeah, it's hard. I cannot play without that. Okay. Yeah, that's the most active move. Probably need to play b3 here. Or what about c6? It's not possible because of king d6. Okay. Yeah, I must go to with the king to c4, and this takes quite a while. Knight c6 maybe. Intending knight to d4. Yeah, I cannot take. This is not winning at all.
Time warning.
Okay, I'm giving up this pawn here to get the king activated. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Okay. I'm not in trouble here, but I of course completely misplayed it. I had much better ways to play. That's very clear. b3, I take it, of course. That's not on. Knight c6, I'm playing king c4. Yeah, knight d4 might save him. The bishop on f3 is hanging. It's really bad. Maybe I picked the wrong square there. I can take c6 with the check. I take here, that's knight e5, but
check.
I have the check here. Yeah, now he loses one of the pawns. Wow. It's the right colored bishop. That's very important. Oh, we play without increment. I completely forgot about that, to be honest. I had an increment game yesterday. Wow. Yeah, for 12 seconds, but I'll manage. Yeah, the very bad endgame play. I mean, I simply allowed far too much there.
Checkmate.
Yeah. Now let's check this endgame. I mean, okay, the rook exchange, it wasn't the best possible way to. Here's a very important point actually. Here b4 just ends the game instantly. This is much better technically, much easier to play because I get rid of my only weakness in a very favorable way. He needs to take it obviously, otherwise I'll play even b5 and then take a7. So he needs to take it, rook a7, and this is just curtains. The pawn here, supported by the two bishops. That's very easy. I mean, okay, this is also winning, but it's not so clear cut. And the rook trade is probably making it a bit difficult, but still it should win. Yeah, I'm not sure about that really. If I was afraid that we get to this stage and he gets to b4. That's really almost a blockade. Yeah. And this really, I mean, this this is my extra pawn. It's not too convincing. It is somewhat better for white because I always have b4 getting a passer, but it's far less than I should have. Okay, well this is really questionable, I guess. I'm not risking much, I believe, but it's still questionable. Yeah, and here I shouldn't go to f3 really. I should go to g2. On f3 this was a bad spot, simply because of what he played. But here he must play differently. Oh, b3 wins for black. Yeah, it already was a bit tricky. I need to play bishop d1 here, which is not great. I really screwed this endgame up totally. Yeah, bishop g3 was he forgot that it was a check on c6 really. This is just good for black, or even winning. I mean, I cannot take because of knight d4. Bishop e4 is yeah, something like that. And I mean, black has an extra pawn now, which is funny because he started the endgame being a pawn down. Yeah, that was really bad. Yeah, I guess I need to yeah, just do that. Yeah, but this is obviously already a big fail compared to what I had. I mean, even that is probably better. This kind of sacrifice.
Check.
Yeah, come on. Yeah,
incoming challenge.
Of course not. No.
Check.
Bishop c5 check. King somewhere in b4. This is even better compared. Look at those pawns. Yeah, this is difficult for black to defend. It's probably better than the game, though it's not necessary at all. I can do just a couple of strengthening moves. King f1 or whatever. Yeah, that was bad. I mean, I wanted to keep it simple, but I made life hard for myself. It's oh, here also a good suggestion by the computer, like that.
Check.
Must go back. And then bishop b7. Now that's also very good. Very good. Yeah. Sorry. This simply stops the play against the pawn. And once I have my king in the game, it's an easy thing to play. I get the king over here and then play b4 to free up the c-pawn. Yeah, that's also quite easy. Yeah, bad technical play. All right. Thanks for watching.